Hello guys and welcome to another play with me. Let me find my blankie so I can get comfy. This week we are planning the week of the 9th through the 15th of October, and I am going to be using Autumn Dream from SPC. This is like the first time I think I've used like an autumnal kit in literally years because I hate autumn, but I didn't have enough Halloween kits, and I should have done what I'm doing for Christmas where I just what's it called, buy a bunch of old ones, but I didn't. So here we are. Mainly Umbrtone I had to have this kit because of the snail, and if you don't know, my entire house, like the yard, the trees, everywhere, the whole neighborhood, snail city, baby. So we're going to be using this for this week, mainly because I had no other time I cared to use it. So I have this. It did come with this girl as the freebie, but I will not be using her because she is a goddess and I have to use her, simply. I'm going to be using the plaid bundle, which comes with the set of the plaid 3 underlays. I'm using orange and olive. And we've got the headers and such, scripts and such, the overlays, and this. And with that being said, we're just going to jump into it. I am going to be using the Print Impression SPC insert in my Print Impression SPC planner. Ew, there's a hair. And yeah. So literally the exact opposite vibes of this kit, which I love when that happens. What is this hair? Ew. Okay. So I did order my inserts for next year. They're on the way to me, which I'm very excited about. So let us assess the boxes. So if I'm using her here, I don't want to use her there. And we have her here, so we don't need her. So this is 7, 8, and then I need 2 more boxes. Honestly, I think I might bring this. No, because that's this. Okay, I'm going to use these because this is actually Bennett's real, like, true birthday week. So I can do a happy birthday box, like, on his actual birthday. I think that would be kind of cute. I mean, this is not, like, a spread you would use for a kid's birthday, but hey. I just am not a fan of that sweater at all, but we'll see. I might just use it for the sole reason that this is just my filming planner and I won't really look at it again, so it does not matter to me all that much. But let's get into what happened this week. So the 9th, Monday, I had to get up so early for me. I was up pretty late the night before reading, so I'd probably gotten like 3 hours of sleep, and I had to wake up to bring Kieran to the airport. He was leaving this day and his flight was at I think 10, so we wanted to be there for 8, and we had to drive there, and it was like a whole thing. Stopped at McDonald's on the way though because I desperately needed caffeine to keep me awake for the drive home. The drive there is not so bad because you have like company. I'm gonna do the hole protectors and the date covers and the days of the week and the dates. So you can buy just this half of the sheet in the shop. It's called Weekly Essentials, or if you want these specific date numbers, this is Font Choice 5, and these are Whole 3, both in orange foil, and then I'm going to be using the days of the week in Font 5 unfoiled. Any hoodly doody. So, like, the way there is not so bad because you have somebody to chat with, but the way home, holy. And I needed it. I was literally, like, trying to not fall asleep. And then I got home, and I'm the type of person who takes, like, a long time to fall asleep. No. I closed my eyes, and I was out. Chris's alarm went off. Mind you, I had not been sleeping very good because, I'm a go to bed late type of person, so I would be up pretty late reading or whatever, and then Kieran is an early riser, and I felt bad just having him sit there until, like, I typically would get up. So I was getting up way earlier, but still staying up. So I was just, you know, ready to crash. So I crashed and slept until, like, noon. Chris's alarm went off, like, at, I don't know, 8:39, and he was like, oh my god, what do you do, like, I think it was 9 o'clock. He's like, it's 9 o'clock. And I'm like, yeah, and? He's like, aren't you supposed to be at the airport? I'm like, bro, I already came and went, and I'm back now. And he's like, oh, okay, never mind. So it was kind of funny. So once I woke up, I did some work, and then, because of all this stuff, we didn't go get groceries until later in the day, which was torture, because it was so busy by the time we got there. So we did groceries, we came home and I made chili, which was pretty good, and then I FaceTimed with me sister. And then Tuesday was Bennett's birthday, so I marked that. We went to the post office. It was Indigenous Peoples Day on Monday, so I don't ever mark holidays in my planner, actually, besides birthdays and, like, maybe Christmas, but I don't even know if I marked, like, that Christmas is happening. Like, I can tell by the date. But, anywho's. So, the post office was closed on Monday, so we had to go Tuesday. So we did that, then we came home and worked pretty much all day, watched YouTube, and then that evening I read, I'm currently reading the book still, and it is A Flicker in the Dark by Stacey Willingham, and my sister's, like, a little bit further along than me. She's, I think, on page, like, she got past 150, and I had asked her the other day where she was at. She said she was around page 100 and agreed with me that it was really boring. And she texted me today that she's, like, hooked now. And I'm like, okay. So I only have, like, 40 more pages from where I am until it apparently gets good. Which, I mean, I do also think that, like, you shouldn't have to wait for the book to get good. But I digress. So I will definitely be continuing with it. But, like, I didn't read again this week because I was just, like, so uninspired by that book. And then, so I finished the week prior. I think this is what I was up doing, like, a lot of the nights the week prior, was finishing the new season of Sex Education. So I'd finished that, and then after seeing the finale, I'm like, okay, I gotta watch it from the beginning. So I restarted it from the beginning, and I've been watching that. Wednesday, Andrea and Nick were taking Theo to the movies for his first time going to the movies with, like, his little friend to go see, I think, Paw Patrol or something. So I wasn't going over there until a little bit later. So in the morning I did my filming. Then I talked on the phone with my dad on the way there, and then we just hung out for a bit. We played this game called Verdant, I think. Verdant? One of the two. It's like a plants game. So we could figure out how to play it so we could teach Amanda, because she was coming to girls' night, which is always so fun. So we went out to dinner. I got soup and a salad, and it was yummy in the tummy. And then we had game night, and then we made cinnamon rolls, and it was so good. And when I got home, I watched, like, an episode or two of Sex Education and had a blast. It was really fun. Really good. Loved it. So we'll pop her there. Okay. Okay. So that was Wednesday. Thursday, Chris needed to pick up his prescriptions, so I went with him, which was actually, I guess, lucky, because we got there and he realized he did not have his wallet. So his medication is like $10 after insurance, so I just paid for it, NBD. We came home and worked, and then we were hungry, and so Chris was like, since you bought me my pills, let me buy you lunch. So we got McDonald's, which, like, we were so bad last week about eating out or eating fast food. I don't even so much care if, like, we're going out to eat and it's like we're going on a date, having an experience, but, like, spending this money to eat like shit and then, like, not even eat together when we get home, it's just, like, gotta stop. So we vowed that we're gonna be better this week. So yeah, but we did that. Then while I was working, I watched YouTube and talked on the phone with my sister. I feel like I forgot to grab that YouTube binge, so I might have to grab some stuff, but that's fine. But yeah, so then I talked on the phone with my sister some more that night. She was having some, basically, her employers are big fucking cunts. I think I need one more. So 7, 8, 9, 10. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, no. This works out. Put this. Do I want to use the ugly sweater or do I want to use the pants? Yeah, no, I'll use the ugly sweater. This just looks like it's supposed to be an ugly Christmas sweater, but it's like fall colors. It's just not my vibes. But whatevs. Any whoosies. So Friday I filmed some more that morning, and then I marked it as baked because I don't feel like writing anything in, but I prepped this apple dip for game night, and actually everybody loved it. I like cut up and brought like 6 apples. Every little apple was eaten and had like, I should have brought more apples, which was shocking. I was like, oh my god, they're gonna think I'm ridiculous for how many apples I'm bringing, but it was a hit, so I was really excited about that. And then I worked. Chris was cooking on stream, so I went and grabbed myself lunch, and I got Panda Express. It was pretty yum. And then the new episodes of Love is Blind dropped, so I watched those, which has since ended. Like, I just watched the reunion last night, and only macaroni, but we'll get into that later. And then I watched YouTube some more, and then later that night I did watch Sex Education. So Saturday, we ran to the store. I needed lemon juice so that I could pre-cut up the apples. And I was like, let's go to Target because I'm pretty sure that the new Horrified came out. And it did. And it was Horrified Greek monsters. So we did pick that up, which I was really excited about. And then we got Panda for lunch, and it was horrible. So now I'm off of Panda. I get on these kicks where it's like, hell yeah, sounds so good. Because it's like different than just like something with french fries. Because everything else is like french fries. And so, but no, it was so yucky that day. But we got that, and then we worked. And then I watched YouTube while I was working. And then we had D&D. And D&D was so freaking funny this week. So like, we were fighting this like basically like a cult almost, and let's just say basically those guys, the cult, the group was like, women weren't allowed to join, and let's just say I took away his manhood. And it was hilarious, and we had a great time. And then Sunday, we got Sonic in the morning, and we were there for 40 minutes. It was a horrible experience. Let's just leave it at that. Basically, I'm not leaving it at that because I'm still mad. So, we went to, first we were going to go to Burger King. Simply, it was like noon. No, it was like 11:30. And they just simply weren't open. Like, there was just cones in all the drive-thrus and nobody there. Very bizarre. So we're like, okay. So then we were like, okay, let's go to Sonic. So we went, we ordered, everything's hunky-dory. And we sat there for like 25-30 minutes before, and like then I like pressed the button to be like, hey, like, what's good? And they didn't even get on the phone or get on the speaker. And then it's like, Mercedes will be out with your food. So Mercedes brings out our food, and she's reading off like our order, and she's like, da-da-da-da, with a medium Diet Coke, like Chris's order, than mine. And she's like, with a large Diet Coke with easy ice. And I'm like, yeah, but like you haven't given that to me, like the large Diet Coke. She's like, oh, okay, I'm so sorry about that, let me go get it. So then she brings it out, and I look at Chris, I'm like, I just have a feeling that this is regular Coke. And he's like, okay, try it. So I did, and guess what? I was right. It was regular. So I was really annoyed at this point because, like, they were taking 6.5 days to answer even on the speaker. So I was like to Chris, I'm like, you're just gonna have to go up there. Like, I don't have the mental capacity. And I was hangry, in a mood. And he was like, okay. So he went up there and got me my replacement because he is my sweetie pie honey bunch, and I love him. So that happened, and then we came home, and I just kind of didn't have anything to really do. So I just was killing time until it was time to go to Andrea's because the boys had a concert they were going to this evening. So I just played Planet Zoo for like the first time in forever, and now I'm hooked, and I wish I was playing it right now, but I have to be an adult, as if, you know, playing with stickers right now is adulting, but, you know. So I played that for a bit, and then we went to Andrea's house, and the boys left to go to their show because it was in San Antonio. So they had a bit of a drive. Me and Andrea did mommy daycare and took care of the kids. Tony ended up coming over with his kids because his wife is out of town, and we all just kind of hung out and played like a couple of games. And then after the kids went to bed, Andrea and I played the new Ark Nova expansion, which, like, Ark Nova is my favorite board game of all time. So it was so fun that they finally came out with an expansion, and it's like marine life. So there's sharks, which if you know me, then you know sharks are my #1 favorite animal. So it was so fun, and we ended up actually tying. Both had the same score at the end, but the way a tie is broken in Ark Nova, it is whoever supported more conservation projects, and usually I am terrible at that. Usually that's Andrea's forte, is the conservation queen, and I had one more than her, so I ended up winning, which was fun. And then, can't tell, I got some friendship bracelets this week. Real life, we are going to be going to the Eras Tour concert with her friend Amanda, and so we're like, let's make some friendship bracelets. This one I just made for myself because, you know, and I'm like not the biggest Taylor Swift fan. It's kind of like a hot take that I'm even going probably, but I'm there for the memes. I like Speak Now and Fearless. Basically, curly hair Taylor Swift is my vibe. Straight hair Taylor Swift with the bangs is not my vibe. But made a bunch of bracelets. Andre made me this one because, you know, it's so romantic. You're the best thing that's ever been mine. And yeah, so we made like a bazillion bracelets, and it was tons and tons of fun. We ended up making bracelets for like 3 hours. Love that. And that was essentially my whole week. Pretty good one. I enjoyed it. I had a great time. And yeah, I was able to get really caught up on orders, which I was so thrilled about. I'm still thrilled about it. Oh, this is so cute. And then I just need to do my overlays. Do this one on her. And then I'm gonna do because this is like the, what's it called, green. I want to make sure something over here has green overlays, so I'm just going to put the little bows from the deco on her box. It's very cute. Because everything else will end up being orange, so I just wanted there to be a little bit of green on both sides. Once everything's laid down, you really wouldn't notice, but hey. Might as well. Now I have You Are the Best Thing That's Ever Been Mine stuck in my head, so that's a situation. Adult K, and that is the base. Then we're gonna zoom in for the day by day. Okay guys, let's get on into it. Did not go to the movies. These can be discarded. Anything I'm not using, I like to get out of the way. Okay, so the first thing I want to mark on Monday is that I got up so early. It was so early. And then we did grab McDonald's. We literally both just got a couple of hash browns and called it today. This is a very good pattern for like if you have a busy week, because you'll still see quite a bit underneath it. And then I'm gonna mark that I took him to the airport. And then I ended up sleeping in, baby. Okay. So for it being so early, I'm going to use the bed icon from the mini icons sheet in olive. Then I have a custom from a custom multi in So Early in orange. Custom multi is perfect, especially if you're a memory planner. What you can do is when you like do your memory planning, you can, this is what I do at least, I go through after everything's filled in and I make a note of everything that's blank, and then I just print those scripts so that everything can be scripted in no foil or in foil, or you can do them all in no foil. If you only have a couple in each week and you want to like best bang for your buck, do it that way. Or if you're not a memory planner, you're like a weekly planner, I have my own custom multi that I just have saved on as like a note, and I have one of these for every single spread of the things I always do. Like, I work every single day pretty much. I film at least once a week. I watch YouTube multiple times a week. These are just like the things I typically do every week. So it works out really nice to have those, and you don't have to write. Then I do have the fast food icon from the mini icons sheet in olive, as well as a custom McDonald's from my custom multi in orange. Then I have the airplane from the mini icons sheet in olive, and then a custom Macaron in orange. This is all in font choice 2, by the way. Then we're gonna use another bed icon from the mini icons sheet in olive, and then a sleep in script from the bundle. I don't know why this bundle specifically has like the other script sampler. It kind of messed me up, if I'm being honest, but it has sleep in, and that's in a font that's no longer available. Then I did do some work, of course. Even if I don't work on orders and stuff, I'm always doing some type of work every single day. So I worked, and then we did go and get groceries. And I made chili. I think I deemed this day a reset day. And I FaceTimed with my sister. I'm sad she's on vacation, so I can't FaceTime her this week. So for working, we've got the laptop from the SPC Doodle Sampler that was an add-on for this kit, as well as a work script in font choice 2 in orange. And then we do have the grocery cart from the mini icons sheet in olive, and a grocery script in font choice 2 in orange. And then I love doing this when I'm doing mixed metal or mixed foil. I do the icons in one color, and then I use scripts in another color, so it's always like a little bit of everything. So we're going to use this fork and knife, and the other foil bundles all have a meal prep script. This one just simply doesn't. So I literally just am using with Chris because we ate it together afterwards. We're just going to roll with it. So for FaceTiming my sister, I'm using the smartphone icon from the mini icons sheet, as well as a FaceTime Sissy from my custom multi. Moving on to the good old Tuesday, the first thing I will be marking is that it was Bennett's birthday. And then I will mark that we did go to the post office since it was open this day. And then I worked pink, the pinky pink color. It also couldn't look more different than my spread in my other planner. I used the Wednesday kit. Very opposite, but okay. So for Bennett's birthday, I do have the cake from the mini icons sheet, and then from a custom multi, I do have a custom Bennett script in font choice 2 in orange. For post office drop, I've got the envelope from the mini icons sheet in olive, as well as a PO drop custom in font choice 2 in orange. And then I have the retro computer from the Doodle add-on, as well as a work script in font choice 2 in orange. And then I'm going to mark YouTube binge and reading and sex education. Okay. So for YouTube binge, we've got the YouTube laptop from the Doodle Sampler, as well as a YouTube binge script in font choice 2 in olive or in orange. For reading, we've got the books from the Doodle Sampler, as well as a read script in font choice 2 in orange. And then for sex education, I do have the TV icon from the mini icons sheet in olive, as well as a custom sex education font choice 2 unfoiled. On to Wednesday, the first thing I will be marking is that I did do some filming. And then I'm going to mark that I talked on the phone to my dad and that I got dinner with the girlies. Oh my, this is also the day where Amanda like literally annihilated us in Azul, and she's like, yeah, I've played a lot of times online. And Andrea's like, oh, what, like 10? And she's like, oh, no. And then she looked it up, and she told us she has played 157 games of Azul online. And we were literally speechless over that. So for filming, I do have like the movie camera from the mini icons sheet in olive, as well as a film script. This is in font choice 2 in orange. For talking on the phone with my dad, I do have the smartphone icon in olive, as well as a custom with dad in font choice 2 in orange. And then for getting dinner with the girlies, I pulled a bunch of this like orange glitter scribbler color of the week. And I have a custom with A&A for us getting dinner. And then it was game night, so I'm going to use the green flag to mark this. And then Andrea popped some cinnamon rolls in the oven, delish, and watched Sex Education whenever I got home. So for game night, I do have Lottie with the game cards, as well as a game night custom in font choice 2 in orange. For the cinnamon rolls, I do have this cinnamon roll from SPC, as well as a custom Cinny Roll script in font choice 2 in orange. For Sex Education, we do have the TV in olive, as well as a custom Sex Education in font choice 2 unfoiled. And my battery's gonna die. So if this looks any different, I had to change the battery. But let's move on to the second half. So the first thing I am going to mark is going to pick up Chris's prescription. And then I'm going to mark that I worked and that we got McDonald's. Okay, so for getting Chris's prescription, I have the pill icon from the mini icons sheet, as well as a custom with Chris in font choice 6 unfoiled. For working, we've got Lottie on her laptop, as well as a work script in font choice 2 in orange. And then for getting McDonald's, we've got Lottie with her Happy Meal, as well as a takeout script. This is from the foil bundle, and it's in font choice 6. Yes, I did. I knew it. I knew it. I could just tell that I had forgotten to pull something for this. Where'd the noodles go from this kit? Honestly, we're just gonna use the TV and it'll be good. Good to go. I just knew it. Okay, so I had a YouTube binge this day. It's a pretty big one, so I'm gonna use this big old pink box. And I talked on the phone with my sister and watched Sex Education. Whoa, this is the first solid label I'm using in this entire video. On this whole spread. Purple. Okay. So for YouTube binge, I'm just going to use the retro TV from the Doodle Sampler because I usually watch YouTube on the TV. And then I'm going to use the YouTube binge script from the foil bundle, and it's in orange and it is in font choice 4. Perfect. For talking with my sister, I've got the phone from the Doodle Sampler, as well as a custom Talk to Sis in font choice 2 in orange. And then for Sex Education, we've got the Netflix laptop, as well as a custom Sex Education script in font choice 2 unfoiled. On to Friday. The first thing I will be marking is this to mark bake, and then or to mark film, and then this to mark baking, and then we'll use this to mark working. Okay, so for filming, we have the camera from the mini icons sheet in olive, and then a film script in font choice 2 in orange. For baking, we have got the mixer from the mini icons sheet in olive, as well as a bake script, and this is in font choice 3 unfoiled. For working, I'm just using the box of in packages from the Doodle Sampler, as well as a work script in font choice 2 in orange. And then I did get Panda, so we can mark that. I watched the new episodes of Love is Blind, had a YouTube binge, and watched Sex Education. Okay, perfect. So for Panda, I've got the fast food icon from the mini icons sheet, as well as a Panda custom in font choice 2 in orange. And then for Love is Blind, I've got Lottie watching TV, and I'm just gonna cut this script and it's in font choice 2, of course, and it says Love is Blind, because that's what I watched. And then for YouTube binge, we've got the movie clapper from the mini icons sheet, as well as a YouTube binge script in font choice 2 in orange. For sex education, I had ran out of little TVs, so I just decided to pull in a heart, and from the mini icons sheet, as well as a custom sex education script in font choice 2 unfoiled. So, the first thing I will be marking this day is that we did go to the store, so I'm gonna mark that, and then I will mark that we got Panda, and that I worked. Okay. And then we had a YouTube binge. So mark that in green. And then we had D&D, which I'm out of pink boxes. I'm just gonna use purple, it's not a big deal. And I'll use pink at the bottom. I think there's a lot of pink on this page anyway, so I don't think it's that big of a deal. And then this is just like something funny that happened in D&D that I'm not gonna, you know, I already sort of explained. So I don't know why I did both things, but whatever. So for us shopping around, I have the shopping bag from the mini icons sheet in olive, and then a gallivanting custom in font choice 2 in orange. For Panda, I do have the takeout bag from the Doodle Sampler, as well as a custom Panda script in font choice 2 in orange. And then I did not pull anything for work. What was I thinking? I swear I was not paying attention while I was doing this. Okay. So for work, I'm just going to use the stickers sticker because I make stickers. And then I'm just going to use the work script from the foil bundle. It is in font choice 6 in orange. For YouTube binge, we've got the movie clapper in olive, as well as a YouTube binge script in font choice 2 in orange. For D&D, I have this, it's technically Feyre, I believe, but it's like Andrea technically, not anymore because she doesn't have split die anymore, but I'm just using these up. That's like her D&D character, and I'm gonna layer it with the D20. I'll put a game night script in here in font choice 2 in orange, and then I'm gonna use the Lottie Let's Laughing Crying with the custom LOL necklace. So that is that. Okay. So I'm gonna use this to mark that we got Sonic. I don't love these pinks being next to each other, but I really just like don't care. So then I'm going to use an orange to mark, or this is not orange, this is definitely green, to mark Playing Planet Zoo. And then I'm going to use this to mark, ooh, a mistake was made. A fat mistake was made. That's fine. I'm going to switch this out for yellow. Yellow. That will make things work out better. Okay, that's fine. So for Sonic, I'm just using the place setting icon in olive, as well as a custom Sonic in font choice 3 unfoiled. And then for Planet Zoo, I have the paw icon from the mini icons sheet, as well as a custom Planet Zoo in font choice 4. And for Mommy Daycare, I do have this like mom and 2 kids from McPlans. And then a custom Mommy Daycare in font choice 2 in orange. Okay, this is why I did what I had to do. So we had our game night, so I'll mark that. Let's play some games with Tony. And then I needed to use this. This was the whole reason I had to redo it, because this was the only color of this box that I had left was the orangish yellow. Okay, so for game night, I've got Lottie with some cards, as well as a game night custom in font choice 2 in orange. And I have the sticker of me and Andrea, and I'm going to cut this and put in the box, make BFF bracelets, because that was our evening. And that is everything, guys. Let us zoom on out and see what is left. That's zooming in, my bad. There's no good lighting ever. Okay, we'll just go with that. do one of these. Okay, so here is the finished spread, and here is everything that I did not use. Let me pull everything in. We got the icons and the headers. We've got some full boxes and little deco bits, another full box, a full box and date covers, a tall box, some underlays. We've got the movie clappers, scripts, some deco and checklists. I only used 2 things off the solid page. I annihilated the pattern page. Most of these boxes I never use, and there's some little things left. But that is everything, guys. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you did not, then, well, give it a thumbs down. Either way, you're helping out my channel. Comment down below, subscribe if you have not already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys!